Sega. Dudes. Dudes. All right,
Toys.
Sam. Toys. Yep.
Well, you're gonna share your screen, right? You're gonna show the
Yeah, I'm going to share that. But just so, what are we talking about tonight?
toys, toys, and more toys.
Toys. Toys. We're going to look at an article
So,
that's almost 3 years old from Comic Book Rant. Or
so
CR.
I was talking about toys, and I was yesterday watching while I was eating a thing called Collector's Call with just she goes on the show, and this girl lady Lisa Welchel, and she does like all this collector stuff. Like it's insane. Like there are these two women that are so into Drew Barrymore that they have like used tissues from her. They've been on her show 17 times. A Coke can that she drank out of that they have sealed. Like crazy stuff.
that
Crazy stuff.
that those aren't collectors. Those are sick people.
Those are
sick
stalking. Those
people.
are
That
low
is
border stalking. But they have like
absolutely
short,
nasty.
like they have boots that she wore and
You don't have to go into it. You ruined it at the beginning when you said tissues that she had used. That is just absolutely nasty.
Yeah, it's wild. Like the stuff they have is
That's
absolutely
collecting
insane.
to an extreme that, like I said, it's beyond collecting. It's just absolutely nasty and gross.
It is weird. It's weird. So
Oh, it is grade A, crazy weird.
so I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. Like then there was this toy store, and the toy store looks crazy, crazy. She did another interview, and then YouTube today popped up because I was looking at toys of a toy store in New Jersey that has Falcor's head, and you can go visit Falcor's head.
Hi, Falcor. How are you?
So
I'm sorry you're just ahead.
it's like it. So here I am. I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, toys, whatever. I always say, yeah, I'm not gonna get toys, right? But honestly, like and with the fact of like me moving and getting like another 3 reptiles, I mean, really, the fact that I kind of want to go to a toy show just for the hell of it, just to see like about toys.
You just missed Toylanta, man.
There's nothing over here. Toys. I am going to go.
Don't you have Toy Fair in New York?
No, I don't think so. I am going to go to Deep End of the Sandbox this weekend and look at toys, or somewhat. I don't think she has stuff that look. I'm looking at, but so honorable mention here.
Yeah.
And the
Toy Fair in New York. Toy Fair 2027 takes place February 20th to 23rd at the Javits Center. You know what that is?
Javits Center,
Javits or Yavtis?
Javits Center, Jacob Javits Center.
Yeah, that's in New York. I mean, I think you have to be invited to be able to go to it. But
so, I shared my screen. This is an honorable mention before we really get into it.
This is not on the list that we're going to look.
This is not on the list, but they had this. I have never seen Inhumanoids before, never heard of Inhumanoids, but when I saw this, I was like, okay, this is pretty. This is cool. Like this is a this is a badass toy. Like I looked at it and said, okay, this is really cool. $430 is the 19 bids for it. I'm not going to be bidding on this at all because I'm not insane.
Yeah. You didn't look at. That was a picture I took from Toylanta.
Yes,
you did. It's on my Discord.
Yes, you did. And I was like, wow, it didn't. Like I looked at it and I said, oh, that was cool, but I didn't know what it was.
It didn't click.
It didn't click, but that thing is super cool. So
they are cool, and there's 2 or 3 more of those size figures.
They're very sought after.
I am very surprised that this did not make the list unless I overlooked something.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't.
You could put a figure inside the chest cavity, like he just had He-Man in there.
Well, we all know He-Man would kill it, so I mean, what else is new? But it looks overall, it looks just like an awesome toy.
Yeah, it's
now.
Cool.
I mean, it is very cool. It's a little dirty right there, but I mean, yeah, it's I don't get excited over toys. Like
you
you
thought
and I,
you didn't get excited over toys. I think you
well,
got excited over toys.
You and I were talking, and I have zero nostalgia for Turtle toys. I had them growing up.
The thing is, Turtles came out, at least for me and maybe for you, too late. Like I watched the cartoon, but I didn't. I wasn't into really collecting toys at that time, so I never got any Turtle toys. I never asked for any Turtle toys. I'm sure I thought at the time they were neat, but because I didn't get any like you, I don't have any nostalgia for them.
There's 3 things on this list that I definitely want to get or start looking at.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and start going through the list.
Let's start looking through. So let's go down. Let's just go.
It's not the first 15 Lego sets ever made.
Nope, thank God.
Brave Star.
So they had Brave Star. I didn't even know what Brave Star was. These toys are stupidly expensive. And what's interesting about it is Brave Star's horse looks like the model horse that He-Man has. If you look at it, it looks very similar.
Well, let's see. We can share this tab. There's some just eBay sold listings for Brave Star. I think I've got a VHS tape with some Brave Star. Oh, the animation cell. I like animation cells. They're kind of neat. Trying to see if we could find something with the horse. But yeah, the horse was cool because I remember watching this cartoon as a kid. Well, Brave Star was $115.
I don't remember this. Growing up, I'm like,
there's the mechanical horse. That's a big collection of stuff.
$200 really isn't, but the figures are nuts. And I know toy collecting people.
You can spend $200 on one figure now. This you're getting multiple figures. It's like posters or inserts or something. And
click on it. Let's see what it looks like.
So I mean that's a much better deal, I think.
I knew nothing about this until yesterday. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I knew nothing about Brave Star.
LP knows Brave Star.
Yeah, but I didn't. I know the figures.
He is alone, but that's okay. He's used to it.
Wow. So what? I mean,
yeah, Brave Star.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. What's the next one?
This one I don't agree with. This is not obscure. They're making new toys of this now.
I mean, this I've seen the toys for. I think I blew up the cowboy guitar guy in the back because I just didn't like the way he looked. And at the time, M80s were extremely accessible in the late 80s, 90s. So I think we blew him up in a coffee can and sent him out to sea. So I mean, yeah, but that's fine.
This one, like a lot of the 80s toy lines based on of cartoons, like the names are really creative because I forget what a lot of their names are, but this was Copper Kid. The evil guy was named Monstar. But I mean, they played into it because, like Mumra on Thundercats, Monstar, I believe, transformed when calling on the power of a specific star.
Well,
so it was interesting, but because like
that's another thing. I watched.
Music.
I remember coming home, watching Thundercats, Zero nostalgia for the toys.
Yeah, I've picked up some of the toys because I like the cartoon. I think the cartoon is actually really well done. It's still enjoyable to watch now. But some of they're so expensive. Like I'm not worried about getting weapons. I have no nostalgia for the toys. I have nostalgia for the cartoon, and like I said, I picked up some of the 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 figures, but it's like I think I have Monkey in and Slide, which was the lizard, and just some various original figures. But so
I
LP doesn't know of this one, but this one, like if you didn't grow up in the '80s, good chance you wouldn't know about Silverhawks or Inhumanoids. Or
Inhumanoids are cool. Inhumanoid. Yo, this is a toy line I want to collect for. These are the dopest looking toys I have ever seen. They are like they're. Did you ever see these like in person?
I've seen
Supernaturals.
what I see
Yo,
mostly, or at least what I remember seeing, is
the
these
ghost.
characters that have the hollow image inside.
They're so cool. I would want an army of these things. An army. There's a guy who's got the Supernaturals dragon. These came out in 1987. $600 for the thing. And then no, I'm not paying $600 for some dumbass dragon. Get out of here. But there's one guy that has the knight, the Lionheart action figure, and the hologram inside. You turn him back and forth, and he turns from a lion to a normal guy. We don't use holograms anymore. Holograms are dead, like a dead thing.
Yep, they were a fad
Holograms are
of the
dead.
'80s and '90s, pretty much.
Yes, this is like he wants $70 for the figure. The figure is complete. I'm like, damn that. That is something I would definitely do because there was a toy
Oh,
line. What?
so there's a couple of figures right there. There you can get
That dudes are cool. The ghost guys, those are cool.
one of the holograms, $18, $10, 350 if you want one carded. No thanks. So I mean, these are actually not really unaffordable.
The dragon's a lot of money. I'm just looking at regular eBay. I'm not looking at the sold listings. I'm just looking at the regular, toys. $13, $15, $27 for the skull guy. I had the skull guy. He was so cool. Like just such a great, great badass toy line where and the lion guy is right there if you look at him next to the Apache warrior. That's the lion guy. Super cool toy line.
Mm,
Absolutely cool. Do you care about like now here's the thing. Do you care about like the ride on figures and this and complete collections and I don't look, I don't care at $45 a figure, $30 a figure. I would definitely get them. I mean, the guy with the yellow shield, he's right there. The samurai looking guy on the left side. You can get him for like $20, and his shield's a hologram shield.
yeah,
It's just it's a cool like I saw this and I said to myself, like I've wanted this for a while. I had two of the ghosts, just crazy, crazy toy
yeah.
line.
So see, look, here's a Silverhawk Stargazer, $50 with the little figure. If you can find them on the card, they're crazy expensive. There are several of them at um, Toylanta, but $270, 140,
That's
210.
crazy.
Um, I don't know if I can. Let me try to see if I can find it really quick. We had the big vehicle as kids, and
Just
I
sell it.
have no idea what
Oh,
happened to it. But it was just cool because there was four of us kids right there. Holy cow! But I think we had lost a lot of the canopies, but the center part popped out and could go off and fly on its own. So it was really fun to play around with. But that one's kind of expensive. to collect for. Which I mean,
I don't know.
most of the
I
stuff
had
it's the aim.
I had what was it, Skeletor on his mechanical horse, and he went up against tanks, but they were tanks, they were firecracker tanks. And we lined them all up in a row, and you light the tank, and the tank shoots stuff out, and we melted Skeletor and his horse.
Well, that's the thing is you mix your toys together, which is why they were generally all the same scale, because a lot of us didn't have everything. We had a little bit of this and a little bit of that, or
No, I
get stuck
blew
with
up
one
my
thing, but
toys
not
with
a lot of other
firecrackers.
stuff.
I blew up my toys with firecrackers.
Yeah, because you're a silly guy.
Like I remember Shredder, huge Shredder, when he blew out of the thing for the turtles, and stupid me hooked up two little firecrackers to this thing I made. I lit them off, blew up. Shredder blew up with it and lost an arm. And I was like, "Yeah, Shredder's coming out to attack the turtles," and I blew up the whole thing. If you, I think I still could find my Toka, the wolf guy. Man, he is like shredded to all belief. But I I don't know I don't know what these are. I mean they look like, knockoff Transformers.
Star
I was
Wars.
gonna,
Yeah, I have no idea.
you see,
Novel
this is
concept.
what's great about this. Who's ever heard of this before?
Well, LP just did. He knew of this one because it got a very short comic run, which I didn't know that it had a comic either.
Okay. I didn't even know.
I mean,
about
I don't
that.
think these are Transformers. I think they're just robots.
See how it's. Wow.
I mean, and
They're
I
cheap.
mean, on card $50. That doesn't seem crazy. Different accessories, but looks like a playset. Cobra Armored Battle Station playset. Oh, incomplete. Still $13 or $20 with shipping. I mean, there's one $50,
$29 for
$18. This is all sold stuff. $130. That one's out of price for a lot of people, but
I don't even know what these are.
I mean, $29.
I've never heard.
They're not crazy expensive like a lot of the other stuff is. Oh, let's say these guys sat inside the cockpit, and you'd lose those. Maybe I had something like this, probably a knockoff version of it. But yeah, I don't really remember too much.
So I don't know.
I mean, they look kind of neat. They're bright. They're colorful.
That guy is the cheapest. The little blue guy on the end with the saw coming out of his body. I think I'm seeing him for like maybe $20.
Of course, he's smaller. There's less to him. This one I have no idea. I don't think I ever heard of it. Golden Girl and the Guardians of the Gemstones.
There's Ellen Man from the other guys. It's an elephant guy. From the ones we just saw, he's $47, but he moves and talks. And there's cassette tapes. Tunnel of Doom cassette tape. I don't know what this is either. I've never seen this before.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, I don't know. This is weird, and we could just pass by it.
I mean, it just makes me think like, oh, they made some figures for the Golden Girls when they were kids, or when they were young adults or young women or something.
Oh, let me just get Golden Girl and.
I mean, Rock Lords is the next one. Rock Lords sounds familiar.
Yo, I had a Rock Lord.
I don't know if we did or if we saw them as kids in the store, but I mean, it's probably because Master of the Universe had, was it Rock On? And they had a couple of the rock guys that transformed into rocks and then would turn out into action figures.
So those girl things that we just saw, the Golden Girl things, they're called like posable action figures. So they tried to sell them off as action figures, but I mean they're I don't know. They're wild. They're wild looking.
calling them posable action figures is trying to get it so that they're not looked at as dolls. But
They had
because
doll accessories with them.
you have Barbie dolls, and so it was, if you're trying to get it for guys to play with it, they call them action figures, which they were just dolls for boys.
I guess. I mean, they're really weird looking.
They're the same thing. But I mean, because if you look at these, they look like dolls. They look like something.
They'll look like dolls.
You look at those. Those are action figures. Those are something boys would play with. Those are action figures, robot action figures. Those are something guys would play with. And we're speaking in generalities.
Yo, Rock Lords. Lords were great. I had one of them. I got it taken away because you would transform it into a rock. Then it would come out of a rock. So what I did was I transformed it into a rock, and then I got pissed off at school and threw it at a kid, and I hit the kid in the head, and then I got it taken away, and I never got my Rock Lord back. So I had a Rock Lord. He was gray, but
hitting a kid with it, I think you deserve not to get it back.
So I was very destructive as a child. Yep. I think they're cool. Would I buy into them? No. Oh, I have crazy stories.
I'm looking at, pulled it up on eBay. Look, here's one for $14 plus shipping.
That's not bad.
$9 plus shipping, because there's not a lot to them. Yep, $12. Oh, see, there it is. Stone Dar.
That was
Masters
him.
Of the Universe.
That was him. That was him. That was
That's
the guy.
Masters of the Universe.
Guy. Well, I don't know, whoever he is. I chucked it at some kid's head, and so it wasn't a Rock Lord. Oh, Stone Dar?
Yep.
You are you need to write an encyclopedia on He-Man. I mean,
it's already been done. Pixel Dan did it.
You just know He-Man knowledge like crazy. It was Stone Dar who I threw, so obviously he wasn't a Rock Lord, but
no, it was Master of the Universe. I mean, it was the same basic idea. It was a rock, and then it turned into something else.
I mean, honestly, Lego. I know he's trying to keep me on track, but Lego. I mean, I had the Barracuda and stuff. He'll tell you. I had the Barracuda, and I had the floatable Lego ships. They didn't last very long when you had, firecrackers, and they had a thing called Vandaliers, which are like big firecrackers, like huge, and a string with all of them, Apple Jacks, and you'd blow them up. Oh yeah, we would tape them to the ship, put them in the pool, light it off, boom, the fuck Legos everywhere, the ship's burning. My father used to fly paper airplanes out the window as a kid and blow them up. So I've never heard of air raiders either. Have you ever heard of this?
It does not ring a bell.
Those look like Nerf darts to me. So
they do. It looks like Nerf darts. I mean, it's bright colors except for the little action figures.
Are they expensive?
They are not. At least not from this I'm looking at.
Oh, $40 for the plain complete 34.
10 for 20. $35 in box, never opened. Yeah, it seems like you could army build this one really easy.
Yeah, this isn't bad.
Yeah, LP, he was very destructive towards his toys.
No, dude, Godzilla reigned overall when it came to firecrackers and using hairspray as a flamethrower for Godzilla's mouth.
Yeah, those aerators seem pretty affordable. And I mean, apparently there was a storyline, but it wasn't a comic either. Distant Planets of Airlanda. Oh my goodness. An ecological disaster has rendered much of the planet inhospitable. The ruthless tyrants of wind seize control of the remaining fresh air supply and use it to control the populace. A band of air raiders carry out attacks to steal as much of that air as they can. The air raiders line boasted some very cool vehicles meant to enhance the raiders' aerial combat. Sadly, the lack of exposure from the cartoon led to the air raiders line dying out, which is a shame given how cool the vehicles looked. I mean, it looks okay, but yeah, I don't know. Like, what would have got somebody to pick that up unless it was cheaper than most of the other stuff since it didn't have the tie-in stuff.
The other, I know nothing about this either. I'm looking this up now. I don't know. I've never heard anything on Bionic 6. Who any
I
of
wonder
these
if
people?
this was, oh, hey, the Bionic Man, the $6 million man.
Well,
Bionic
LJN
is a buzzword now. Let's make an action line with it. It
LJN
was a
put it out.
cartoon.
They almost look like the same. Like I'm looking at an eBay. They look like the same thing as GI Joes. Same
Yeah,
format,
they look like
hinges.
just GI Joe with a different styling. So good looks and fun attachments, like Sport One having a baseball glove. Also among the Bionic Six is a strange Fluffy, the gorilla-like robot helper who stood out from the back. The reason
Whatever.
why no one knows about it. Dr. Scarab and his mutated band of helpers, a Bionic Six cartoon, used funny writing and a cool theme song, but its action figure line wasn't as well known, so it's worth tracking down to show the nice symmetry that made the cartoon and toy industry in the 1980s work as well. So let's look at some of this on eBay. Bionic 6. I mean, $25 for the mechanic action figure doesn't seem bad. I mean, even $54 for one on the card. The price of stuff that seems kind of crazy. I mean, $8. Whew. $240. That must be in like really good condition or something. There's part of Voltron. Not sure how that gets lumped in with Bionic 6. $20 for the card. Oh, there's Fluffy. Look, it's Fluffy. He's so not fluffy. I mean, a Thundercat. The search results for everything are really, really atrocious these days.
Yeah, Snarf is, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, what's the next
Thundercats.
one?
I'm not sure how Thundercats equates to Bionic 6. But yeah, LP, some of these, like, if you wanted to collect them, for the most part, it looks like you could get a decent number of the figures and stuff. I mean, 4 figures, $120. Especially
So-
if you're like really good condition, you're probably gonna pay a premium for them. Like, I mean, $45 for one figure. But I mean, there's the mechanic again, $20.
They're reasonable. I mean, they look reasonably priced on eBay.
They do. I mean, look, $75 for a carded figure. There's one $10 for the mechanic, $20 for that, $30 for that. So, yeah.
Go to the next one. I think the next one's more interesting.
So, have you heard of this one?
Yes, I know this one. Captain
one
Power. Do you know
Would
this
be
one
fun
too?
to get a
VHS.
get the VHS tape and actually play it on a TV.
So this one was
Because
revolutionary when it came
so-
out.
The way this worked is, you had your handheld little aerial vehicle and you'd shoot it at the screen, and you would get points as you shot the targets on screen. And so you were watching the cartoon, and it was a cartoon with a game, basically.
Yep. So it doesn't look. I mean, it was definitely interesting, but so I had that one. My friend had the black one, and when you shot the black one, it would open up, and it would pop open. When the black ship shot the white one, it would open up, and it would pop open the bad, whatever. They had the interlocker aircraft too. There's the interlocker. My friend had that one down there, the Phantom Strike. I had the other one. It was a very cool thing because you'd be running around like trying to shoot and stuff. So it was definitely an interesting toy line the way they did it with the VHS, and there were multiple VHSs that came out as well for it.
Well, this one, look at this big set. VHS tapes, vehicle or vehicles, figures. So there's the base or something. But it was definitely something that was ahead of its time. Basically having an interactive cartoon interacting with your toy line.
Yeah,
it was toys to
definitely
life.
was. It was the start of Toys to Life.
And it was Toys to Life before there was Toys to Life.
So
Sort
what? That's a cool. I mean, this one's $179 sealed in the
Yeah.
box.
This one, it sounds familiar, but I don't.
I know nothing about this. And the
Jason
top
and the
thing
Wheeled
looks like a
Warrior.
Zoid. The top thing looks like a Zoid. I don't
little bit.
know. I don't know what this is. I thought it was interesting to see like an obscure tow line no one's ever seen before. I've that little ship thing that's purple looks familiar. And the moon buggy thing above it. Other than that, I don't remember this.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds familiar, but I don't remember it either. I mean, it looks kind of interesting, but
Oh wow.
expensive.
$60 for a small cart. Yeah. That's kind of the moon buggy alone is like 110. The drill vehicle 74.
$15
Wow.
for a wheel.
Yeah,
$36
that's
for a vehicle, weapons, and a figure. $60 for a vehicle. I mean, I guess you get part of one for $6. $60. So
$270.
yeah, those are definitely more expensive, but also if you get them with accessories, which these high priced ones have, they're going to be more expensive because the accessories are what everybody lost.
Jace itself is $11. Not
110.
bad.
I mean, why is searching so bad? Vintage 1980s He-Man Mo2 Gumball machine figure, rubber figure. What about that says anything that should have been included in the list of results for this? So frustrating.
Oh, there's Roboto, Masters of the Universe.
Oh, you're seeing something else on your screen. Yeah, but there's Whiplash.
But all right, let's see what the next one is.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of expensive. Oh, there's your Roboto.
I have him.
But
no, let's see what's
if you
next.
if you're not worried about getting them complete, I think that's doable. Visionaries, more hologram stuff.
So now here's the thing that I was going on about. So you had the first toy line that we looked at. Then you have Visionaries. Visionaries held the banner and had the small little hologram inside their chest. Those guys were 95% holograms. Visionaries are ridiculously expensive. And I don't know why, because the other guys were cooler than Visionaries. Much cooler than Visionaries. I mean, I had two. I had the guy in blue on the left hand side, the light blue, and then I had the idiot that's at the end on the left side with the dark helmet. He's kind of like bluish there. Honestly, the biggest thing were the flags these stupid things had. They are expensive. You don't have any nostalgia for these things?
No, I don't. I mean, it's one of the ones that sounds familiar, but I don't remember anything. Apparently, so each warrior has a chest plate boasting a holographic creature that can transform into a solid and combative animal. While the setup didn't translate as well in action figure form, the hologram still looked cool, and the armor designs helped them stand out. Sadly, the Visionary series was canceled before second wave the figures could be released. It sounds like they should have had whatever creatures they had in their chest, like they should have had a small version of that or something. That way, when you were playing, you could have them pop out of their chest, basically, like, and then start doing attacking or whatever.
What's really crappy about it is, like, if you want to go for a collection of that toy line, the chest piece itself, you notice the guy down there, it's missing. It takes out. It'll move out. So now you have these things. I mean, it's dumb. It's just dumb. That's why that other toy line that we were looking at, I'd rather go with them than go with Visionaries. Like supernaturals are way better than this. In the holograph like sections, like for me, it would go supernaturals, and then the other one that we're going to be coming up to that you even know yourself is uber expensive.
Yeah, but see, look at Visionaries, $53 for 6 figures and staffs. So
I'm
not
looking,
crazy expensive.
yeah, but
If you
no adding. There's no pieces with them,
no, there was.
accessories.
They've got staffs. They've got some other stuff. Looks like he's got a weapon. So, but that's the thing is, if you just want the figure, actually, he looks like he's broken.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's the thing is, if you just want the figures, preferably with the chest piece, I don't think it would be that expensive. I mean, here's
See,
one
now,
for $25, and he's got
yeah,
the
but
chest piece and the helmet.
a big problem is
$8,
that it depends on where
$20.
you stored them, because now if they were stored in
That goes
heat or
that goes with
whatever,
everything.
yeah, but with the holograph stuff, I'm looking even now, a lot of them, the holograph is gone. It's like a black blob
Yeah,
in their chest. The
yeah, because if it's
supernaturals
not,
did it.
but because it also wears off just over time. Like there's Transformers from Generation One. You know, they had the little rub sign hologram
Yeah, I
thing on it.
remember that.
Sometimes they do that. They just turn black. They stop working. There you go. There you go. Nightmare horse. See,
That's
$34
cool.
for a crazy looking horse. Giddy up.
Now, visionaries that still have the like the guy has a wolf or a fox or something that you could clearly see the hologram. Those are a lot of money, but
Yeah, I mean,
oh
sure,
damn,
some of them are going to be expensive because they're going to be more rare, harder to come by. So they're going to
I,
command
I
more. But I mean, I think this is actually, if you're not so gung ho on having every little bit and piece, you can get the figure with the chest piece with a hologram. I mean, looking. So here's one for $25.
these toys you just showed in Ring Raiders. I don't know if you had them. I did.
Nope.
I had a lot of them, and when I tell you that they were super cool, because you would have them on his rings and you would have these planes on your hand and you'd be like able to fly them back and forth and pretend you were fighting. Now, in New York, those could also be construed when you're growing up in the 80s as a weapon. And if you have these planes on you and you hit someone, that's really going to hurt. And yeah, that's kind of what happened with mine. So, I mean, kids get into fights and stuff. I have my Ring Raiders on. Listen, you're gonna get busted with the planes, but I had a lot of. They're cheap. They're cheap to collect for. I'm looking right now. Ring Raiders, $10 with the comic book for 3 of them. I mean, sealed. Ring Raiders, $27, and it's a pack of 4 of each. 3 sets of each. So they're not expensive. Was it a dumb toy growing up? Of course, because you put the plane on, you would pretend to fly and fight with your friends, and I mean, but it's interesting because you're not going to see stuff like that anymore.
It's so I found one thing for Ring Raider for $20. Yeah, I mean, but it's also from the UK.
Huh?
Okay, there's one in the US. I mean, quite a few of the planes and a couple of rings. But also, yeah, it doesn't seem very expensive.
There was the big thing was, and I'm looking at it right now. It was the Ring Raiders electronic Phantom Fighter. That I remember. It was a big plane. It would sit on top of a controller. You would fly it back and forth. It would make noises and everything. That was a cool thing.
Yeah. Oh, I think, like you said, because of you've got something stuck on your hand, you go to hit somebody. They probably did not like that. Parents were okay with them at first, and then they're like, "Oh wait, stupid boys are using these as a weapon." Which I mean, go figure. For the first time I saw them, I was like, "Oh, yep, you can put that on there. You're gonna punch your brother with it or smack him or
So there was the I'm looking at it now, the Ring Raider thing. It would go on your hand, and your Ring Raider would sit on top of it, and it would make flying noises, and you would shoot and stuff like that. Completing the box, $100. Accepting offers.
look at there's 20 of them, $35.
It's a real cheap toy line
Very
to
affordable
collect
to
for.
collect for.
Yeah, very affordable.
That's the thing,
Matchbox
is like if
came
you're
out
worried
with them.
about prices of this new stuff, go back.
Yeah,
There's
that's
the,
it. That's it.
See, that's
Yeah.
not bad either, but it's also coming from the UK. So it's $17 and $20 shipping. I mean, $30 or $40 for that doesn't seem horrible.
$31 isn't bad, but all right. Let's see. What's the next
vintage
toy line?
Matchbox Ring Raider Skull Squadron Action Assault Base lot. You got a bunch of different bases. It looks like,
The next
but
one
not
I'm
the
gonna
Skull
leave
Squadron
open.
for Robotech. Next up, we got
Do you know
Power
these?
Lords. Again, another one that sounds familiar, but no, I didn't have any of these. So Power Lords, some shades of Master of the Universe with expressive design of its toy line. Helped it stand out in 1983. Adam Power was a human astronaut who crashed into a distant alien world. He was given a magical gem that could transform his body and defend the galaxy against the evil Arcus. With a
Wow,
quick
are they
Body
expensive?
transformed from a human to a blue-skinned warrior. Power Lords was designed by popular fantasy artist Wayne Barlow, who crafted some truly alien creatures unlike anything else on the toy shelves at the time. Power Lord toy itself was a standout, while Arcus oozes menace and inhuman evil. It's surprising Power Lords faded into obscurity since it was one of the better Masters of the Universe knockoffs.
Wow, are they expensive? Jeez. 6 of them, $250.
Well, there's one for $10. That one doesn't seem like there's much to it. There's 3 for $61. Why are these? Oh my gosh, these search results are ferocious. Horrendous.
Power. I've never heard of Power Lords.
Thomas and Friends minis.
I think it's just because you have power, it's just giving you everything now with power.
Yep, because you got Lord for Lord of the Rings.
The next one I remember, I think it shot discs out. I don't remember anything else.
On the card, $45, $20, $35 on the card, $34, $125. So I'm guessing that's a more rare figure, especially with the accessories. $200. Yeah, that definitely got to be one of the more rare ones. $20, $25, $75. So yeah, some of them are expensive, but you can, I mean, $75, that's $25 a pop. So not crazy. On the card, $35.
They're not too bad.
Look at the playset though, $500. Whew. Yeah, some are expensive, some of them not so bad. Power Lords, I mean, that's the thing. The 80s had so many cool toy lines. Like, there's just so many of these that.
What Sky Commanders? I've never.
It's an 1987 toy line that requires a bit more effort to assemble in a larger room than typical toys. It had an animated series of 13 episodes, a volcanic eruption that created a new continent in the Pacific Ocean. It houses a rare element that, if harnessed properly, allows the owner to rule the world. Of course it does. An international group of Sky Commanders defends the region from the raiders who want it for themselves. In order to get around environmental obstacles, the commanders use cables to rappel around the region. This carried over
Yes.
to the front, as the figures needed to be placed with ropes around the room and then sent flying around. They took
Yep.
Trapjaw's little little trick a little bit further. Sky Commander.
Jeez, the little figures aren't bad, but the vehicles are up there.
Again. Okay, here we go.
That's
in the
not
box,
bad.
$44, $30, $20. But you had to
these
have
sold-
room
These
to.
are sold listings.
Yep. I don't see any point in looking at anything else other than sold listings if you're looking at what stuff is selling for. $150 in the box. Lots of Magic the Gathering cards and $72.
Seems like a lot of inbox stuff from what I'm seeing.
$280. Yeah. $40. I mean, see, I can. Sky Commanders, because eBay stinks.
Well, not bad.
There you go, $7 for loose figures, $4 for $215 for one that. Oh, okay, that looks familiar. That little
The thing
attachment on
with
the
the
back.
rope.
Yep. That way you can put them on the rope and slide them around. I imagine there was lots of kids in the 80s who had
Probably.
rooms that looked like jungle gyms from ropes.
Oy. So,
I mean,
whoa, go up, one more. Wow, $100. Look at that for the Commander's box collection lot. That's a good score.
yeah, but $76 to ship it.
That's probably big. $176, $200. It's probably big. It's a big set, but
Probably. I mean, look at all that. $70.
I mean, I
Accessory
personally
pack.
wouldn't want it. I don't. I mean, it's cool, but it's not like, ooh, you know what I mean?
That's the thing, is there's so many toy lines, especially from the 80s, that were so similar but different. Like if you had, like there, you could find an audience for it pretty much. Then and now, there's
The
some
next.
$25 with a bunch of different stuff.
Well, I will say this before you move on to the next one. The next toy line is the bane of my existence with toys in trying to collect them. I have desperately tried, and they are so expensive. And out of this picture, I have the lion in the front, the horse in the back, the duck, the snake, the shark, and the giraffe. I
have somewhere I have this shark guy in the back. Somewhere, this one over here. I've got one or two more, but I don't think they have the Reb sign.
I would love,
again, like Transformers, those
to
would
collect these.
Sometimes they would just stop working. So now if you have ones that are working, they're expensive or more expensive, because Battle Beasts themselves are expensive. But, I mean, they were cool. They were neat little figures.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Why are they so damn expensive?
Because a lot of kids that are now adults have nostalgia for them, and just like a bunch of that stuff at the time, they didn't get held on to. But it was a neat concept, because I mean, look, you recognize that as a lion, that's a gator. That's a bird of some kind. I guess that's a grasshopper or a lizard.
The rabbit too. I had the rabbit as well.
I don't see a rabbit.
No, the rabbit. I'm looking at the listings. There's a rabbit.
That might be a rabbit.
A bear.
But yeah, I mean, depending how bad you want, $13 for a figure, $33, $24 for.
So, yeah, that's expensive.
That's the gator.
I mean, come on. They're how big are they? This big?
Yeah.
They're small. I mean, are they as small as your Muscle Men, or are they about the same size?
They're a little bit bigger than Muscle Men. But I mean, you can see right there. Actually, that has Monsters in My Pocket, Battle Beasts,
I'm not
and then
gonna.
some Muscle Men.
Monsters in My Pocket, I have wanted to collect for so long, and I love them, but they are so expensive to get. I mean, they are just insane. And I have the one from the game, but they are just, they're a lot
Look,
of money.
$60. No rub sign.
That's just the base.
No, that was a specific toy. Jump Up.
Oh, the pop
12,
ups.
23, 23.
The
There you go.
octopus is
$66 for a lot of
$26.
9.
I
That's
wish I
not
could do that. That's not bad, but
12
the draft
bucks.
is 12.
$27 for 3 of them, and at least one of them still has a rub sign. So yeah, some of them
I
are
had that.
expensive. You can get deals here and there. Oh, these laser beasts. I don't think laser beasts ever actually came to the United States. They had little orbs in their chests.
Those are what? The same as.
They were like the second generation of battle beasts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the battle beasts are pretty.
They
neat.
are. They
Which-
are. They're really cool.
I don't know. I'm not sure I could call battle beasts obscure.
I don't think they're obscure, but I think the prices are utterly ridiculous for them.
Well, I mean, but this is comic book rants thing, and they were saying 25 obscure toy lines. And I'm not sure battle beasts are obscure.
Battle Beast is not that obscure, but what's the next? This I would collect for to no end, but they are very expensive.
They are
Very expensive.
Oh, and look, this is custom God Beast, $255. Now these are one that God Beast is. He actually makes figures and stuff. So these are ones that he made. I'm guessing because that's how he got his name. He made some custom Muscleman stuff that I've got as well. But next up, Sectars. Sectars, I would agree with. Those are kind of obscure.
You want to go on this one because I have no idea what the hell this even is.
I don't really know what they are. I know of them.
Like again, we're going through, toys we've never heard of. I've never seen them before.
I think I've seen some of the figures. I hadn't seen, or if I saw any of the critters, I didn't recognize them. But massive flying spiders they rode were a cool accessory. Villains were imposing, and the Hive was one of the biggest places of the 1980s, which included a hand puppet of a huge spider to attack other figures.
They look gross. But, if you bring them up on eBay, man, they look gross. They're pretty gross.
I imagine that they're popular with people that like to collect horror stuff. You got a bunch of puppets, of 5 puppets for $135.
I mean, look at that. Can you bring the picture up of that?
Of which one?
That one, yeah, the puppet thing, yeah. Will it let you? Yeah, no, thank you. Nope, no, thank you.
I mean, they were just insect inspired. And there's the big playset.
Can I tell you what when I first saw this, when I opened up the thing, what I thought of immediately? Bring back the listing and look at it.
What?
Bring back the listing and open up the link that I sent you where it had these toys. The best obscure. Okay. When I looked at this and I saw this, the first thought that went through my head was Insector X for Sega Genesis. Immediately when I saw it, and I know, yeah, Sega
I
Bros,
mean,
you
I
gotta
can.
have a Sega moment, but
It kind of makes sense,
I mean, right? It's just so
but it's very weird. And you see it, you think insects, Insector X. You know, I have no idea about this one. So this one, I will agree. This is obscure.
yeah. What's Eagle Force?
It looks like just like knockoff GI Joe. Which I mean, 1977, Mego made the massive mistake of turning down the chance to make toys based on this little upcoming movie called Star Wars. Mego eventually jumped into the GI Joe bandwagon with their own military-themed toy line, Eagle Force. It was notable for how the figures were small but made of metal, and each boasted some sort of golden limb. Interesting-ish.
They're about 50 on the card.
Face of Riot, which is up for the Eagle Force, did little to stand out compared to GI Joe or Star Wars. Yeah,
They are expensive.
it looks like something that you would have walked in and would have been a cheap section of the toy aisle at the time. I mean, yeah, $45 on card, $12, $40, $40. So, another one that if you wanted to collect, I mean, seems better than if you were going to start collecting something. Seems like this would be better than collecting GI Joe because GI Joe's expensive.
GI Joe is insanely expensive. You know that Barracuda, how much that thing goes for?
Oh yeah.
That aircraft carrier?
Well, the USS Flag. That's because it's huge and there wasn't a ton of them made.
Yeah,
my friend. Play sets.
My friend has it, and every time he's like, "Well, look, I hope you like my aircraft carrier. My aircraft carrier is great," and I'm like, that's
you got to do that because it takes up so much room and is so just not cheap.
I had these. These were crazy. I don't know if they're expensive or not, but a lot of these toys got thrown out because they had a hole in them and people used to squirt water out of them and they started getting mold inside and they got tossed.
Yep.
So, Barnyard Commandos, they were crazy. I don't know how much they go for, but that was an awesome toy line.
Doesn't really look like they go for too much. But so the Rams, Rebel Army of Military Sheep, and the Porch, platoon of Rebel Killer Swine, wage a slapstick war.
Oh, they're not that bad.
Was limited to sheep and pigs, no cows or chickens. While names like Woolly Pullover or Missile Mutton Chop are funny, it just makes the wasted potential that much more disappointing. Yeah, they should have expanded it out to more critters. But I mean, there's Ham Fat Lardo, $45 on the card. Major Leaguer Mutton, $24.50. Tusker Chitlins, $24.50. Shoat and Sweet.
That's some crazy names.
Had some good names.
It was a funny series. It wasn't like, Barnyard Commandos.
This is like a newer revisited version or something. Poor LP. You guys got so many good toy lines as children. I wish my generation got toy lines as awesome as the stuff you grew up on. We got crazy stuff. Let's see if you're familiar with this next one, LP. Mad Balls. Yeah, like I said, pushed in the mid-1980s for gross out humor in toys. That's why we got Garbage Pail Kids.
I want these.
So there, as Garbage Pail Kids. Stranger balls known as Mad Balls, which they're making those again.
I want these. I want the original ones. But man, they are expensive.
Yeah, they can.
They are very.
The Rocket City Retrofest and the one down in Florida, the convention for gaming.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. Oh, Rad,
Rad
really rad
Weekend.
weekend.
Yeah, really
Um,
Rad Weekend.
There's a guy there that makes like custom Mad Balls, and they're really cool. They're really cool. But I'm not really into Mad Balls, and because they're custom and handmade, it's like yeah, I can't afford. I don't want to start collecting something like that. But he also does like baseball bats too, and again, really cool, but just kind of pricey.
They are very expensive, Mad Balls. Depending on which ones they are, they're a lot. They're a lot of money. They also came out with Garbage Pail Kids had Mad Balls as well. $72. I mean, that's
That's a bootleg. That's not a legit one. That's a bootleg.
that is just
That's what I see.
wild.
Knockoff Hornhead Blue, 1980s vintage knockoff. There we go. I think that's an original one. $87. So even the knockoffs, some of them are really, really well done. So there's a 2007. Well, this one is obscure. I wouldn't say it's like super obscure though.
So here's a question to ask you in the middle of this stream. Who is Motu Scare and why is it so expensive?
What?
MOTU Scare Glow Mattel Vintage He-Man's
Okay.
Master of the Universe.
That's Scare Glow because it was made towards the end of the line.
Oh, Scare Glow.
Yes, and Motu is Masters of the Universe.
Oh. Okay. So is this Skeletor or
No, it's like Skeletor's
oh damn, there's a bat.
Scary Ghost or something. It's like a minion for him or something, which is there's actually some stuff going back and forth between that one. Yeah.
This thing is like $400.
If it's original with the cape and or is it on card?
It's Cape. Do you own this figure?
It's just really rare. So if you're going for a complete set, but there's multiple versions of it made now. So if you just want a Scareglow figure, you can save yourself a bunch of money and just not.
That is crazy.
Cool.
Wow.
You know, we have Barnyard Commandos. Now we got Food Fighters.
I saw that.
Which there's a line. Let me see if I can find the picture that they showed at Toylanta. Like I just seen a video by Pixel Dan on it, and I was like, "Oh man!"
Wait, a new line for Food Fighters?
Yep.
Really?
9 to 5 Warriors. So they take a picture.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
I thought I got more. I got more pictures of it, but let me. Where's my cursor? So there's them in a lunchbox. Okay, it's not focusing well.
Yeah, that was cool.
I wanted to go back and pick up one or two things, but it was towards the end of the show and we were running around and I forgot. But 9 to 5. But they had a lunchbox. So you get a thermos. There's another picture of a thermos. It was really cool. I was tempted to pick up the thermos and the lunchbox. So there's different figures that you could get.
So instead of cold, well, yeah, that comes out clear. It's like an old listing.
Yep, it was really cool, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna come back and get something. And like I said, we got there late and running around and whatnot, so we weren't. I didn't get anything from it.
They are wow, are they expensive? Purple short stack.
Food Fighters.
Purple short stacks is a lot of money. Damn.
Holy cow. Yeah, here's some pellets. That's not the right one. That's the one we want.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, $52, $17.50.
Wow.
That must be for a
Seven-
board game or something. $20, $100 for the egg crate combat vehicle.
Let me like so these things go up because of the popularity and the demand that people want for them. Does it
Yeah.
kind of work? Does it kind of work the same way it does with video games, like toys?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the same thing. And just like retro games, these are from that same time period for a lot of it. So, not a lot of it wasn't held on to, or, we actually played with them and used them. So they weren't in the best shape. So if you want them that are in
That's
really
true.
good condition and on the card or whatever, you're going to pay up. I mean, $30 for a cookie, $50 for some French fries. Food inflation, crazy, man.
That is nuts.
$25 for a pizza slice.
Short Stacks is the most expensive.
I don't know which one that is.
Short Stacks is the food fighter guy.
There are $600 for stuff on the card. And those look like those are smaller figures. $700. Brigadier General, Major Munch. But I mean, they were cool figures, but
yeah, well,
it is what it is. Yeah, this one's all yours.
So I am currently in the I'm starting slowly with them. Currently in the process of looking at this one. My Dino Riders is to your Muscle Men. Except your Muscle Men are cheaper. So this is the Brontosaurus, like the two notable
There's
boys.
Muscle Men that are more expensive than that.
They're $235.
Yep.
No, all right. Well, when we get to Muscle Men, I gotta see.
There's some rare. There's a couple rare Muscle Men. Oh.
So that this thing had like the pods on it. This is the notable like when you think Dino Riders, there's only two. There's this, the Diplodocus, and the T-Rex. And the Velociraptor. But really the T-Rex and this were the two like major ones. Like you had rockets launching out of its neck and rockets launching out with guns here that people would, whatever, and what was his name? Right Star or Star or something would sit in the cockpit and like this thing would move and it came with the book and
yeah.
So this is $235. I don't know if the guy
We'll get
wants
their
to
LP.
do like if he wants to do something with it, but yeah, Dino Riders are crazy expensive. Some of them with the box, the T-Rex goes up to $2,200.
But that's the thing is, are you going to display it?
So
what are you doing with it? That's where the price really comes in. But I mean, look, there's one. Doesn't look like it's complete, but $130.
I'm going to display them. I have
Brontosaurus.
Yeah, but
just
that's
the dinosaur. $90. I mean, it's dinosaurs, and you get to ride them and stuff. So, but I mean, like, look, $80 for all that. That doesn't seem bad. The thing is with any of this stuff when you're collecting, is be patient and wait for a good deal to come to you. So there's your complete dinosaur, $268. But look at 4 figures, has some ladders. It looks like it has both pods.
Wow, the Brontosaurus has really gone up in price.
So here you can have. Here's one that's really affordable. It's $25.60. Battle pack.
Oh, those are the little plastic crappy figures.
Yep. But if that's what you can get, you can afford. There you go. I mean, there's a lot of cool things with it. I mean, dinosaurs I think they go through fads like anything else, but dinosaurs I think are always popular with
Always in the
kids,
rage.
particularly
Oh,
boys. There you go, $710 for 29. That's what you need
that
to
was
wait for. Saying is just get a giant
yeah.
lot like that.
That's crazy.
But see, that's all you need is a lot like that. Just wait for it to come
See,
along. Like
I like the Brontosaurus is nuts. Like I wouldn't even. I mean, the Brontosaurus is a lot of money. I mean, the Brontosaurus and the T Rex are you're gonna like are at least around 2,000, 3,000, just for the two of them, complete with everything. The Diplo one is about two something complete, but you know, is it worth it? I love Dino Riders. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. I kind of dropped out when they were doing the Ice Age thing, but I always loved Dino Riders. I've always loved Dino Ride like that.
good box, 375.
It's just it's cool. Like I don't think you really cared about Dino Riders, did you?
I mean, I didn't have any at the time back in the day, and I mean, I think they're cool, but I would not pay what most of them are going for.
They're
I don't think it's.
expensive.
I don't think they're worth it.
It
Those
that's
are
I think
those
like
are T
Dino
Rex.
Riders is one of the more
I know this
expensive toy lines.
might be a new one. Beast of the Mesozoic T Rex
No, that's that thing that you showed within your
from
on your
Torlanta. Yeah,
yeah, from
that's the
Toylanta.
cool stuff there. There's your Diplodocus with the box and everything. So, LP, what even is Muscle Man? Well, Muscle Man is that little rubber guys, which muscle actually stands for millions of unusual small creatures lurking everywhere.
That's what it stands for?
Yep.
They're all wrestling figures though, aren't they?
The anime, or actually the anime slash manga that it's based off of, it's all about wrestling, but it's crazy wrestling. Like think of something and just put the anime twist on it and stuff. But in Japan, they were called Kinnikumen, which is just muscle man or meat man.
Can you
I'm
show us one
trying
of
to
them that's
scroll.
worth like a million, look like $400 or $200?
What?
Show us one of them that's like $200. I remember you saying that they were expensive, but not like $200 expensive.
There's some that are just very, very rare, and there may not. Okay, Saiyan, are you ready?
Let's see. Cheese.
That's one figure. 1,100, 775.
I
But this is one that was released in the United States, and there's not a ton of them out there. So anytime it comes up, it goes for a good chunk. I mean, that's actually not bad. 480 for $700. It's less than $2 a figure, which is quite good. So like, there you go. The 28 packs, $650.
500. Damn.
Yeah, that one. I don't know. They after I got my complete set of flesh, there's 233 on the poster, and then there's 3 off on the poster, and Satan Cross is one of those. So once I got my 236, like I stopped paying attention, but they found out there's different rarities in different colors, and like I'm not exactly sure what the type A and there's type B is. What? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to open this one. And
I take you have that?
I have two or three of these trash cans, but it's probably because there is a claw in it.
What do you mean by claw?
It's one of the figures. It's number 153. But yeah, some of these colors, that's salmon, that's red, are quite rare. 326. Yeah, light
Could
blue
have fooled me
claw.
with this.
So let me go back over to this one.
Do you have like a
I
claw?
got it. That. See original. Do what?
Do you have like a claw figure?
I do.
So that figure that you have is like $400.
Well, I don't know if I have the light blue. I'm not sure. Oh, that's why that one's so much. That sticker
Oh,
right there.
former Intel employees only.
Yep. And it's sealed. Archives. That would be my guess is why it went for so much.
That's crazy.
I think for so most of the trash can made Mattel Archives. Origin from Mattel Corporate Archives. That is very rare.
Are you done collecting them or no?
No, I bought some at Torlanta. So that is the claw figure right there. Kind of hard to see because of the glare.
And that's an expensive figure, basically.
In some colors, it can be quite expensive.
Wow, there's a lot to go along with Muscle Man.
They've got it in a little plastic case. But, $326.66 somebody paid. And it's because of that one thing.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
They are pretty neat. There's a lot of just the molds are really unique. There was some really interesting things.
They're not bad. I'm looking at them now. They're really not that bad. Like that much.
But yeah,
some of them anyway.
Had a wrestling ring. I got one of those. That must be in really good condition or something. 150 for $300.
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe the prices went up compared to like when you last looked for Muscle Man.
Well, the thing is, I'm not looking to get these specific things. Like I've got some 4-packs, I've got some 10-packs, I've got my flesh set. I don't need to hunt them down. So muscle 10-pack is made plastic. Okay, that doesn't give any reason why this 4-pack went for so much. Trying to see, like you got to look in and see if you can see like a specific
muscle figure that's in there. When did these come out?
Sometime in the 80s. Hold on, what was that one? Yeah, I'm sure I could figure out what some of the figures were if I put a little more time into it. There was a battling belt, which I'm kind of surprised I hadn't seen.
Do you have the battling belt?
I do.
Damn.
And somewhere I have the poster, although my poster is all flesh. That one's flesh and colored, which was the second version of the poster. Let me see. There's a Satan Cross for 225, 225. So why those ones went for so much, I'm not quite sure.
Do you have that? It was a poster with the Muscle Men in it. That thing, yeah. Go up again. That's
a 28-pack.
Oh, that's a 28-pack. Okay.
The poster is right here.
So that's the poster. Okay.
I got or I had one. I don't know where it's at So something may have happened to it. This is all different Mo Tussle and Alien Muscle and Street Fighter Muscle and I guess. Why is this one?
He wants to know if you have any of these expensive ones.
Oh, this is a complete set, and that's what both of those are. They're not an individual figure.
Oh wow. You probably have a complete set though, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I have a all 236, and then I don't know how many others.
You have Satan's Cross figure as well.
Yeah. See, I guess that's Satan Cross. There's a Terry Bull and a Muscle Man that came with. What was it? Was it the belt? Oh, there's a couple of them that came with something else. Might have been the
So
belt.
if you had to take a guess, how much would you say your entire Muscle Man collection's worth?
I don't know how many I have. I mean, I would think I'm getting close to 1,000 of them, if not over. Well, I bought 100 at Rocket
Atlanta?
City Retro Fest.
Oh, for
I
how
bought
much?
22 or 3 at Toylanta this year. I don't remember what I bought last year. Yeah, I've got this guy who is expensive. But like as far as the type A and B, like I don't know.
You don't know what they are.
Yeah, I don't know what that because I must have been. Let me do the. I'll just do belt.
You got to at least have about a couple of thousand.
No, I have a couple of thousand. Oh
No, like it's over $1,000 worth of Muscle Man. Probably like 4,
Oh.
5, 6,000.
I mean, if you average them out to $2 to $5 a pop, yeah.
Yeah.
See, there's a blue Satan Cross, but that's a Kishi figure. That's one of the ones from Japan. See, just a claw by itself, $200. There's the belt. See, it had little clips that you could put on it, and you could put Muscle Men in it, and then you had your ring that you could carry around and use that. But I think we spent enough time on Muscle Men.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't spend enough time on Dino Riders like this.
And
Dino Riders. Dino Rider, yeah, figures. See?
There you go. Army Ants.
They're cheap. I looked these up. They're cheap. They're pretty cheap. Now, most of the kids chewed the bulbs off of them. That I know for a fact.
Yeah,
so,
the bulbs are missing on a bunch. Like I bought some at Toylanta, and most of them I think are missing most of them. I forget. Most of them or several of them are missing the bulb.
Yeah, kids used to chew them off and
well, they pull off. So
yeah, they pop off. They make a cool popping sound when they pop off. So
just what's gonna happen. But yeah,
what are they going for?
Units, just lots of interesting little figures. But
it can't be that much. They cannot
10,
be that much.
10 for $10, but see, none of them have their bulbs. The bulbs make a difference because there's $10 for one figure. There's $10 for one figure. There's $10 for one figure. There's $15 for two figures. $12 for one figure. $13 for one figure. It's all about the bulb. Oh my goodness. What the heck is that? Oh, Battle Beast, Muscleman, and Army Ants. $4,000.
Yeah, okay.
Crazy. I tell you, craziness.
I had like 3 of these. I thought they were dumb.
Oh, I thought they were cool, but I also like ants, so.
Well, never heard of Guts either.
Guts deserve praise for its sheer variety of troops. Packs of 4. It could be bought in packs of 10. Green Berets, a Jungle Warrior unit, a ninja outfit, a laser trooper, section in armor, an underwater team in scuba gear. The name of the Guts character screamed cartoony 1980s military. They're like Slugs, McGee, Easy Squeeze, and Automatic. All right, we'll do a quick look.
Packed. They're like $50. Oh wow, look at this. They have like the little car and stuff, $22, $24. They're cheap.
There's some Ninja Guts. 40 figures, $60. I mean, those look
Yeah,
like
he's
they're about
got-
the same size as Musclemen or similar to it.
I like how you put Guts and get Berserker instead.
Well, is it sort of the Berserk Guts? Yeah, Berserker Guts. So there you go. There's a 10-pack, $37.50.
You just unlocked a memory.
Bleep bloop. Okay, so before we go to number one, these were the girl version of Musclemen.
Oh
Cuties.
my!
Coolest ultra tiny individuals on Earth. Like $10.
You gonna let me
$9,
talk about
$9. Like these things-
Dino Riders more?
Do what?
You gonna let me talk about Dino Riders?
We can do a specific one on Dino Riders. But it's just this was an offshoot because Musclemen did so well. For a while, they created the girl brand of Cuties, which they don't. Oh, and it seems that we lost our sold for listings. They're not expensive. I mean, 10-pack, $10 in shipping. 5 10-packs, $90 plus shipping. Like, I've got some of these I bought because, like, oh, it's an offshoot of Musclemen.
They
They're
look
sitting in a box
cool.
somewhere. But they're just,
Wow.
different posed figures doing different things. All right, and number one, I think, is like I have no idea. Even looking at it, I have no idea.
I
Spiral
looked
Zone.
these up. I've never heard of these before. Never.
See, Spiral Zone show was pretty daring for the 1980s. An evil scientist calling himself Overlord drops pods that create zones around cities across the planet. Anyone caught inside was instantly rendered a mindless zombie. With half the planet zoned, the world governments put their differences aside to face this threat. They created the Zone Riders, a group of soldiers using special suits that could resist the zone effects. The Spiral Zone toy line was cool as well, emphasizing the armor of the Zone Riders and their enemies. The Black Widows, their vehicles and armor also stood out. The Spiral Zone cartoon is still well liked for its gripping storyline, yet its storyline is often overlooked as one of the more underrated of the 80s. So
I've never heard of that.
Spiral Zone.
Is it expensive? Because I've don't know. Spiral Zone.
And $30 for a figure with has an audio cassette. Interesting.
Well,
$60 for a vehicle. 67.
They just look like they look like big GI Joes.
22. Yeah. 35, 250, 40. So not crazy. But yeah, I'm sure there's some of them in there that go for crazy prices. I mean, there's $9, $25 for the outfit, or the suit. $40, $37. I want to see is if find something on YouTube about it.
Yeah, I've never heard of them before.
Oh, here's something from episode 58.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Scream's 80s.
Spiral Zone.
I mean, that looks like a neat vehicle.
Don't run him over.
That's one of the zoned. It's a zoned kid.
Whoosh. Pew. Yeah, this is
This
definitely
is from
like
episode 58.
this looks crazy. So how many of those Satan Cross muscle men do you have?
Just one.
Is that like, do you have it somewhere in glass?
No. Just with
Where
all
is
the
it?
others.
Huh?
Just with all the others.
Would you want to take them out and display them?
Yeah, I gotta have a spot to do that.
Could 3D print something and put it on the wall.
Actually, I've been wondering about trying to have something made in acrylic, where I could have all 236 of the set out, and then behind it have a container where I could just fill it with the other musclemen. So musclemen backed by musclemen. Because,
Musclemen are cool.
yeah, for 236 figures, it takes a good chunk of space. So
I mean, you love that stuff. Like I tell the story every time about me with Dino Riders one, that T-Rex. I had a bunch of them. I mean, I think I still have the Velociraptor. I don't have the Triceratops anymore, but yeah, I really did enjoy that, Dino Rider stuff. I thought they were great. It was like a really good toy line. It's a very obscure toy line.
yeah, I don't think I saw Dino Riders when I was a kid, because I would have been all about it. I loved dinosaurs. And stuff
So the
as a
one-
kid and
the
into high
one-
school.
The one thing I did want to bring up that was interesting that was on the show, there was a thing called Ghostbusters back in the 70s.
The one with the
And
eight.
they had a toy line.
Yep.
And I never knew that. And then your thing came up. Whatever that thing is that you love so much, the weird figures that were like very early 80s.
The Arco Otherworld.
Yeah, Arco, like, that is sought after and extremely expensive. Like the play set in the box. Another thing I didn't realize either, Eternia, the box is gigantic. And
The
it
Eternia
has
playset was towards the end of Master of the Universe, and it is huge because it's got three big towers. It's got one, the one main tower, and then it's got like it's like a Castle Grayskull style and a Snake Mountain style like tower, and you got a monorail that goes between them all.
Is it expensive,
Very
the
cool.
Eternia playset?
Do what?
Is it expensive?
Yes. Like you're looking at around $1,000 to get it, and they
Wow.
released another one 2 or 3 years ago, and it was like $800 to get.
Wow.
Like I really wanted it, but was like I can't pull the plug on that.
$800 is a lot. $800 is definitely a lot of money. I mean, there's a lot of like it's really coming up in value. Small soldiers. Small soldiers are coming up in value. Like they're becoming a huge big deal with toy collectors. Small soldiers that I've seen. Arco the Otherworld. That one's big. Dino Riders. Dino Riders was always like obscure. People want it. They don't want it. I mean,
Well, there's so many different ways to get dinosaurs now. Like if you just want
yeah.
dinosaurs, like you got the Jurassic Park stuff, you got Dino Riders, you got all these different just generic dinosaurs that have been made.
The Jurassic Park stuff is expensive. The stuff from like '95. The stuff from '95 is a lot of money. Jeez.
Some of it, but it's because nostalgia. People want it. So
That's definitely up there. I mean, I had a lot of that stuff, and it just, you know,
yep. But obscure toy lines, yep, that was fun. Like I could talk about Muscle for quite some time. We need to set a time and do do Muscle Men, do Transformers. We do maybe we have DLP on do GI Joe. See if he wants to do a podcast for like an hour.
why he collects a lot of GI Joe.
Hmm?
He collects GI Joe.
Yeah, I don't. You don't.
I didn't even know he does. GI Joe is stupid expensive.
It's crazy expensive. But yep, it is what it is, I guess.
I mean, GI Joe's like, I don't know. The GI Joe aircraft carrier was from 1985. I think the instructions, wow, it's incomplete, $500. Damn,
Yeah.
it's expensive.
Excuse me. Yeah, so there's comic book rants 25, I guess top 25 from 3 years ago. Obscure toy lines. Don't agree with all of them. Some of those I think are pretty well known. Their final one, that one, Spiral Zone, never heard of it. Didn't know that there was a cartoon or anything else. Brave Star I was familiar with. That one's kind of, maybe not. But I mean, that was fun. I think,
Yeah, toys are fun.
Yeah, they are. We touched on a good bit of stuff. So, need a Sega moment. I'm trying to find something.
We did a Sega moment. In Sector X.
In Sector X. Good. Well,
wow, $30,000
House of the Dead 2
for the
like gun game for the Dreamcast.
Jeez. Wait,
For
you
what?
have House? You have House of the Dead 2?
Yeah. Okay.
$30.
That's not what
How
I paid
much-
for it.
You know how much the thing goes for now?
No.
$30,000 for it sealed. The GI Joe aircraft carrier.
Oh, the flag. USS flag. Yeah. It's hard to come across one that's complete. It's hard to come across one in good condition, and just having one sealed is ridiculous. But thanks for hanging out, LP. Have a good night. I or Say, or both of us might be on Discord tomorrow night, hanging out, chatting, and gaming.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Till then, keep it Sega and play with your toys and your games.
Yes.